Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you a really cool new technique that we're going to use with mixed media. So we're going to do something that uses the new Lunar Paste. And we're going to use this on one of our really cool new stencils. So this Lunar Paste is a paste that creates sort of a metallic sheen on whatever you put the paste on. And it makes it a really cool project when you use it with a stencil. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do today, is how to use this Lunar Paste, which is from Simon Hurley and Ranger Ink. And then we're going to also use one of his stencils in order to create this card today. So since we're getting closer to Valentine's Day, I thought I would do a Valentine's Day background stencil, and we're just going to create like a card base. So instead of us just doing regular, designer paper, we're actually going to create our background with the Lunar Paste and our stencil. So I went ahead and cut out a 6x6 piece of white cardstock, and it's kind of that heavier cardstock that I've used for this. And I do a 6x6 because it makes it easier to just go ahead and line up your stencil when we're doing the Lunar Paste, and then you can cut it down to size to do your A2 cards if you'd like. But this gives us the full coverage this way to be able to do the Lunar Paste. So you're going to go ahead and center the stencil onto your paper just like this, and then we want to be able to secure this. So I've got this great mint tape that I got from scrapbook.com, and the nice part about this is it's reusable, so we can just go ahead and come over here, and I'm just going to tape down the sides, and this is really so the stencil does not move while we are doing our paste, so that way we get it even and it doesn't get underneath the stencil while we're doing the paste itself. Now there are tons of colors that are offered in the Lunar Paste, and there's also Solar Paste. Both are so much fun to use as far as a mixed media product, and I've enjoyed getting to be able to play around with them on different projects and things. And it really does create a really cool effect for your projects once you put it on there. All right, so once our stencil is secure and we have everything in place, you are going to need a palette knife, and you're going to need a scraper for this project. And then the Lunar Paste is just that. It's kind of got that pasty texture. And I usually go in and give it a good stir. And then you want to be generous with the amount that you put on your stencil, because you want to have enough to be able to scrape and put through the whole project. And if you have extra, you can always take it off of the scraper and put it back into the container when you're finished. So I'm going to go ahead and get some here, and we're going to go ahead and place it at the bottom of our stencil just like this, and then we're going to just move it across the stencil, making sure that we have enough to go across, because you want to make sure that you're going to be able to have enough to make it to the top of the stencil. And like I said, if you have extra, you can always just scrape it back into the container. So we're just going to put it on just like that with our palette knife. And then you're going to take your scraper and you're going to start at the bottom and you're going to scrape up towards the top. And what we're doing is you kind of do it at kind of an angle, and we're just going to move the paint up here to the top just like this. And it's going to go ahead and fill in all of those spots on our stencil and give this a really pretty look. And then whatever extra, like I said, that you have here on your scraper, which is here, and you have some excess, you can just take your palette knife and come over here, and we're just going to scrape off the excess. and we're going to put it back into the jar. And like I said, a little bit goes a long way. You just want to make sure that you have enough when you go to do your scraping, that you have enough to be able to cover the entire stencil. And then you can just put the rest of it back in here in the jar. And then we're going to take our tape off and pull our stencil up. And you can see how it creates this absolutely gorgeous pink color. And the really cool part about this Lunar Paste is that it will, once it dries, it'll even be more sheen and shiny. And then you can cut it down to your A2 size. So let me kind of show you here in the camera that it kind of has that really pretty metallic color, and it's really shiny. It's gorgeous. It is just a beautiful product to be able to create your custom cards and your custom backgrounds for your cards. So if you haven't tried Lunar Paste, you should give it a try and see if you like it. And like I said, you just need a few materials, your palette knife, your scraper, and the Lunar Paste. And then whatever stencils you like, you can even do layering stencils, and you can layer the stencils together, and that just creates a beautiful colors. If you like this video, please make sure that you click down below to subscribe, and thanks for watching.